Yeah,
Okay.
both of them should be good. All right, we are rolling. So,
All right.
and actually, we'll bring your microphone over here. Real
Oh
quick.
yeah. Didn't do that.
Perfect. All right.
Perfect.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
All right. Dasha is in studio with us. First, thank you so much for coming in and saying hey and hanging out with us.
Absolutely. I'm happy to be here, guys.
Now, are you typically a morning person?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
You say it with a smile.
Happy to be here, but I love a nighttime hang.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do we want to ask what time you went to bed?
Honestly, not too bad. Like
Okay.
maybe 11:30.
Oh, yeah, that's doable.
Yeah, I had to get in bed early. It's just been such an exhausting tour, so I'm just like, I owe it myself. I'm gonna get to bed. Yeah.
Yes.
Watch Some Outer Banks. You know.
Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like the new season?
I'm hooked right now.
Are you?
I'm like halfway through it. I'm like, it was hard to go to bed last night because I was like thinking about it and stuff.
I got about 3 episodes in. I'm like, I got to pause on it for just a little
Really?
bit. So I'm going to bring it back. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Could you
That's
see yourself doing TV like that?
I could. Yeah.
Yes.
I definitely want to get into acting like that. I think it'd be kind of a fun step up to,
Oh,
keep
most
going.
definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of people think of COVID back in 2020 as a negative thing, and it was for so many, but it was really a pivot for you on
Mhm.
what got you into the music business. You
Yeah.
obviously started at a young age writing songs in your community, but you left college at that time.
I did. Yeah. That's also when I kind of call it my incubation period. That's when, there was nothing else to do, literally. I was at my mom's house and I was like, well, I want to do something. And so I started doing tons of Zoom writes. And so I would co-write with anyone, everyone I could get a write with. And I wrote every single day for basically a year and a half. And that's when I really tapped into my artistic development and what do I want my sound to be? What's the brand? What's kind of the business side of everything, if that makes sense. And it was a really fun period to really have an excuse to not do anything except for that.
And then TikTok played a role in it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That was, I started my TikTok page during 2020 as well, but it wasn't until this past February where I went stupid viral and now we're here. So
I think with one of the big things that sets you apart is how, we'll say, energetic and how much you put into your performances, especially when you're line dancing and you're singing and doing all those things, and line dancing being a big role into Austin specifically. Is there a place or a goal of a huge maybe line dance? I want to do a line dance here and I want this to be huge.
You know what? There's a couple things. One, I'm playing Stagecoach this year.
Which is awesome.
And my goal is to see a mob of people just line dancing in the crowd. Okay. That is one of my goals. I'm praying. And then two, I think there's going to be we're trying to break the record for the biggest line dance in the US.
Oh, yeah.
In Nashville soon. And I have a part in that. So I don't have the details quite yet, but there is something in the works, which would be kind of cool.
That would be cool. Something else I saw on your calendar, it's a tradition for me, is getting up every Thanksgiving morning and cooking while watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And you get to be a part of that.
Yes, I'm going to be on the float this year.
I love that.
American Spirit float. I'm so excited. Yeah, it'll be an early morning. I think the glam starts at 4 a.m.
And it'll be cold, probably.
Oh, girl. Mm-hmm.
You got the gloves and the earmuffs ready?
Oh, probably, yeah. I have a full floor length fur coat.
Ooh, I
That's a
love.
tongue twister right there.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit more about the trajectory too of because obviously Thanksgiving Day Parade, that's huge.
No, crazy.
What has been kind of that first moment in your career thus far? You're like, I need to hire a team. I need a manager. I need all of these different things, because it's been kind of a whirlwind.
Yeah. You're telling me, man. Well, okay. So I wrote Austin / basically the whole album when I didn't have a label or management. I had one before. I fired them when I kind of realized I wanted to go back to my roots, back to songwriting, back to country music. And after I wrote Austin, that is actually when I was like, okay, I think I need a manager now. I think this is going to do something. I think I need a team around me. And so that's when I found Alex Lunt, my manager. And then the whole team kind of we had a very independent 6-person team that worked the record and the early album. And then Warner picked us up a few months later, which is amazing.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So for those who are listening for the first time, they've obviously heard Austin, but if you really wanted to leave them with an impression, how would you describe yourself as an artist in one word?
Oh my, one word. Okay. One word. Real. I think I keep it really real with my lyrics and just who I am. And, yeah, I realized that when I was kind of doing pop stuff before, it was kind of just an act I was putting on. Even on social media, what I would post, what I would wear at shows, it kind of felt like a facade, and it was exhausting. That was so exhausting doing that. And I was over it. And that's why everyone on my team got fired, because I was just I need to reset and
yourself?
redo that and be
Yes.
myself. Exactly. And
Authentic.
so we found that, and the music is so me. It's all my own stories. I write all the music myself. So yeah, it's just real. It's just me.
And you're a fan of other artists in country music.
Oh God,
Casey
yeah.
Musgraves, Dolly.
Yep.
Who else am I missing?
Miranda.
Yes.
Carrie Underwood. She was one of the first artists that I learned like all the songs on guitar when I was first learning to play guitar when I was like 8 years old. Oh my God, good girl, blown away. I was ripping that stuff on guitar. Avril Lavigne, she's not country, but there's Britney. There's so many young artists when I was a kid that just like, I loved how real they were. Their attitude was just like, oh my God. So that's why I liked Carrie and Miranda so much, because they're badasses.
Well, when you're on the road, it's not as glamorous as many may think it is, as it seems. So tell us, what are the downfalls from traveling and being gone quite a bit?
Mentally, it's hard because like yesterday we had a 12-hour drive from Toronto to Indianapolis, and you are just sitting in the car for 12 hours, but that's a lot. It's a lot for your brain to go. I'm napping half the time. I'm watching some Netflix, but then you're like, I want to get up, and like your butt hurts from sitting so long. And like, I don't know. And I like exercising in the morning to get my like mental okay. And you don't really want to do that. It's just like a lot of your routine gets thrown off.
Sure.
And it's kind of hard to be like a normal human when that's not.
What's your exercise of choice?
I like going to the gym. I like treadmill and stuff, but I also love pickleball.
Pickleball
is like my thing.
That's very popular these days.
Anytime I can play pickleball, I'm there.
Do you have your own paddles?
Yeah, in my car, not with me. I should bring them.
They don't really fit in your back pocket.
I know.
When you make a long drive like Toronto to Indianapolis, are you the kind of person that's like, I need to just get there, so fewer stops the best? Or are you like, I want to kind of take my time?
Not really. I'm more of like, let's stop here. This is kind of nice. I mean, we're already miserable in the car, so might as well like make it a little more fun.
The world's largest ball of yarn? Absolutely.
Exactly.
We're gonna
Why
stop
not?
and see
Matt
that.
has the world's best bladder. He barely stops, like maybe once.
Really?
It's
so
all,
weird.
Yeah,
Cannot
like
relate.
8-hour drive, one stop.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like non-human. I feel like you should get that checked out.
I'm with you.
Or you're dehydrated, baby.
You need to see a specialist.
I also feel like it sways the other way. If I have to stop 8 times, then I definitely should go to the doctor.
So
That's not good.
Well, we are so appreciative that you got up early for us this morning.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
This is awesome.
Excited to get to know you and excited to have you here in country music.
Yay.
And look forward to see what's next for
We need to
Dasha.
play some paddle.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I know we got.
Or no, what's it called? Pickleball.
Yeah.
Anytime. Next time I'm back. You and me.
You and me.
You and me, girl.
I'll cheer. I don't know what I'm doing here.
You can keep score.
Yeah, your scoreboard.
All right, cool.